Hello, my name is Eric Sampang. Welcome back to our program. We're discussing all the events, everything that we expect to take place with Mayor President Duterte, who's going to be stepping in on July 1. Now, a lot of things are happening, and a lot of us are expecting a lot of things, and on Facebook and all the other sites, there's a lot of loose talk going around. But what's interesting is this man is going to defy all the protocol of all the rich presidents we've had, from the fancy cars to his pickup, from the boat, from the presidential yacht, to maybe now a naval ship that will be a hospital. I mean, gee, maybe finally, all these people na kung naging secretary, undersecretary, biglang 5 tao, miski yung papel niya, hindi niya na makarga, napakabigat ng papel. Di ba ganun mga politiko natin? Hindi mo nakikita, hindi pwede lumakad yan nag-iisa. Kailangan may bodyguard, may driver, may tagahawak ng 5 telepono. Amazing. We have Eric Sampang with us, and we're discussing all these issues as we unfold into the show. Ano yung sinabi ni Architect June Palafox? Maganda yung rekomendasyon niya, no? To resolve traffic.
Exactly. You know, there is just so much land in Metro Manila. You know, and we are crowded. It's
30,000 cars every month. Grabe.
Exactly. The plan of June, you know, because our master grand planner, no?
Urban planner kasi siya.
And international, no?
International.
He has designed Dubai.
Correct.
If we can do that with Dubai, you know, the man has his heart, you know, in the country.
He's been recommending way back during Marcos time pa, bata pa siya. Ang problema nga, hindi siya pinakikinggan.
Yes.
Baka sakali ngayon, itong presidente ito, pakinggan siya. Yes. Put into effect mga rekomendasyon niya. Maganda rin eh. Maganda.
So, one of his proposal is decongest Manila by relocating sub-cities. You know? Like, for example, una is remove the cause of traffic. You know, these are the schools. Notice, you know, pagka bakasyon, wala traffic sa Manila, you know?
Di-relocate mga universities sa labas.
Yeah, and then also yung mga military camps.
Relocate.
What precious real estate value yung mga camps dito sa Manila.
Ako, government buildings eh. Ilabas natin. Di ba during the vice presidential debate, pinag-usapan yan either Bulacan or Pampanga. But why not even move Malacanang out? Kasi number one, it's in a terrible area, Malacanang. Ang baho pa doon, you know? Why not relocate that to Davao since he's from Davao? O doon na lang Malacanang. Because this guy is not out for flashy whatever.
Exactly. Well, June's recommendation partly is move the relevant agencies where they are closest to their constituencies. Like, for example, Department of Agriculture. Mindoro talaga yan, di ba? Maganda yan.
Yun ang food basket eh.
Yung Department of, kunwari, yung...
Agrarian Reform. 4 yan eh. DSW, Agrarian Reform, Energy, Environment, di ba?
So, one of his thrusts is yung food security.
Food security.
Sabi niya, make it, his marching order to Piñol, our new agriculture secretary.
Governor Piñol, no, now.
That's right. Sabi niya is make sure that there is food available on the table, affordable, and nutritional, no? Anyway. You
know, the other day, just Saturday, just this week, narinig ko si Proceso Alcala na sa radyo. I think that was 666. Or, no, it can't be. It's got to be ABS-CBN, so it's got to be 6:30. Alam mo, ABS-CBN, it's rara, noy, di ba? But, sabi niya, he was asked, how do you rate yourself after 6 years? So ngayon, paalis na po kayo, Mr. Alcala. Tingin ko naman, hindi na ako bababa sa 8. Sa loob-loob ko, baka iniisip nito, -8. He really thought he's 8 out of 10. I mean, is the president's cabinet all delusional that they've done so well? Eric, ikaw, negosyante ka, nakakain ba GDP?
No.
Hindi, di ba? Anong pinagmamalaki nila sa buong Asia? Di ba nagpayaman sila? Pinayaman nila yung mga may-ari ng casino.
Exactly.
Yung mga may-ari ng Dambuhalang Mall. Pinayaman nila. Di ba naging billionaires yan? Obvious naman, nakikita natin yung figures na nadyaryo yan eh. Yun ang pinayaman nitong administrasyon ito. Hindi ko maintindihan kung anong pinagmamalaki nila eh.
It's sad. They have their own world. May sariling mundo. Pero you're right, no? One of the efforts of the president, initial effort niya is, he made it a battle cry in the campaign. And contractualization.
Oo.
And he knows that,
Pero lumalaban ng Makati Business Club, ha?
Oh.
Tsaka si, ano yun, yung anong pangalan nun, si Donald D. And all this, Makati Business Club, whatever, di ba? Hindi pwede, you cannot end contractualization. Manood po kayo. Di ba? Manood po kayo.
Exactly.
Pagbabawalan yan.
Tsaka this is, ang kanyang, is an inclusive growth. Meaning, everybody.
Yung taong bayan.
Ang taong bayan niya.
You know, it strikes me, hindi kaya yung taong bayan hindi naintindihan ang difference between socialism and communism.
Oh.
Di ba parang, ako when I read the Facebook blogs, it seems to me the Filipino don't understand the difference between the two.
Oh.
Di ba? It doesn't make sense because the CPP, NPA, while they name themselves communist, is actually promoting a socialist system.
Yes.
Meaning para sa taong bayan.
Exactly.
Kaya ako, stroke of genius. Sige, lumalabang kayo sa gobyerno kasi ganito. Kayo humawak niyan. Para put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
Ayusin niyo yan. You have 1 year, ayusin niyo. Tama nga naman eh.
Maganda, oh. Actually, this is an experiment that has succeeded.
May nangyari na bang ganyan?
Some countries, like for example, in the case of Venezuela, meron silang rebellion, similar to our.
But Venezuela is going to the dogs, let's face it. I don't understand why you import Smartmatic from a country who's already in the dumps.
Exactly.
Di ba?
Colombia.
Colombia, well.
Yung mga ganon, no? Kaya for a problematic agency like, for example, DAR or DNR, daming suwail dyan, the rats are inside,
Yes,
diba?
yes. Basta na DSWD, ilang billion yan, the multiple colored person there. Every time you see, ako tinitignan, I have to switch my TV color, baka maling, kasi iba na naman yung kulay ng buhok eh. Di ba?
So, giving them that assignment, matatakot yung, siguro, hopefully, no? We're betting that they may be able to rationalize, the workings of the agencies according to what is socially feasible.
Para sa taong bayan.
Para sa taong bayan.
Because they seem to be making, of course, the word communism is infamous. There is no such thing as a communist regime any longer anywhere around the world. Communism does not exist, and it's been proven to be a theory that cannot be, di ba? And communism is looked at, actually, the real communists are basically dictators, be it China, North Korea. Diktatorya yan, hindi naman communism yan, diktatorya yan. Pinagaganda lang nila pangalan nila para hindi sila dictator, kanyari communist. But in reality, the position of government is for the people, meaning socialist.
Yes.
Diba? Which is basically the whole of Europe.
Look at the United States. The debate between Hillary and Bernie.
Correct. Socialist. But because if you really provide the services to the people, that's the socialist platform, which is what President Duterte has emphasized. Di ba? Sinasabi niya, mas leaning siya, left siya kasi socialist.
That's right. Exactly. He had seen poverty firsthand. He's not, though his father was governor, in Mindanao, when Mindanao was one.
Correct.
Diba? But yung kanyang upbringing tells him of
matigas,
yung kanyang this is a message for our business community. Here is a man who calls himself only a worker. Hindi ba? Sabi niya, trabahante lang tayo kanya. And then he tells the bureaucracy, you wear your face rightly by smiling and serving the people. It's a privilege to serve the people. He tells
Dapat.
That. Hindi ba? It tells me him that.
Pero yung mga tao natin ngayon, ang yayabang eh.
Well, the time has come. The time has come. Now, even the local government, he will involve the local government in getting at the root of narco-politics.
Narco-politics. Kailangan tigil na yan.
Well, tigil na yan. And where do you begin? Local government?
Pampanga.
Wetting yun, hindi?
Oo nga pala. Mali pala yan. Sige. Eric, Before the show, you brought up something. I was able to get hold of this, and this is very interesting. I'd like to bring it up. I hope you don't mind. This is a complaint you filed against no less Trillanes, di ba? This involves levying war. Di ba? What exactly does that mean? Ladies and gentlemen, let me very quickly, I have here with me a copy of a complaint filed with the Department of Justice, yes. This is
Ombudsman.
the Ombudsman. Alam mo, pero wala mangyayari dito. Carpio Morales, tutulugan lang to kasi kasabwat niya si Trillanes at kung sino man, di ba? Kaya matutulog to hanggang, di ba, papalitan ba natin yung Ombudsman? Tingin ko naman.
Of course. Well, may tenure yan, but...
Hindi, magre-resign na rin yan.
Magre-resign yan,
Sana matanda na at migil na. Magdaan matuwid ka na. Nasa ibang bayan na yung magdaan matuwid. And anyway, the complaint, basically, just very quick summary, it concentrates on Trillanes, on what a cowardice move this guy has done, selling the Philippines basically to the Chinese, and how he was instrumental in bringing the Chinese to our islands, which are now the bone of contention in the West Philippine Sea. Very quickly, ano itong levying war? Ano ibig sabihin niya? Nag-uumpisa ng gera. Ayun lang ba ibig sabihin ng levying war?
Actually, it can be a simple thing as going to the territory of a potential enemy.
Which they are, were, is,
are,
yes, present tense.
Kasi itong this is fully documented, so I think this will stand in court, no?
Well, I don't know. Alam mo naman, Carpio Morales, nothing will stand in her way, di ba? I mean, unless kaibigan ka or sinabi sa kanya ni Noy Noy, hindi mo lang gagawin yan. Proven na yun last 6 years. Selective.
Justice.
Selective. But, anong gagawin kay Trillanes? Talagang, this guy is a bit of a traitor. This is what I read in summary. He has cowardly not left the country, but he has given the spoils of the country to the Chinese, instrumental in bringing the Chinese into this current problem and crisis that we have.
That's right.
No less than Senator Enrile told him that.
Yes.
Di ba? Sinigawan siya ni Enrile.
Exactly.
And ito, kasabwat nito, si Del Rosario, even Pangilinan, MVP, the very successful businessman, bumitaw na because of this, correct?
In fairness to Del Rosario, our former DFA secretary, actually, siya ang victim dito. By doing the back channeling, they were doing it actually behind his back, no? And the witness
But
to
that's
this
because
is Brady.
Noy Noy, but Noy Noy did it, like what he did with Purisima and La Peñas, behind the back of the other generals, di ba?
Exactly. It's actually a trend. Ano?
In Noy Noy,
Oh,
parating patagilid eh. Tapos if it doesn't work well, hindi ako kasali dyan. Di ba?
And for the information of the public, actually, President Pinoy is actually implicated in this case. They're the two of them, Trillanes and Pinoy. But Trillanes can use the defense of, nauutusan ako eh. Pero so, Pinoy has to explain his position here. We don't intend to bring this out in the open until after he yield this immunity.
July 1.
July 1, okay.
Then ilalabas na panin. Well, you're not the only one. Ang dami akong, I know 4 right now. They're itching, counting the days, counting down. Isasampa namin July 1 yan. Huwag ka tatakas ng bayan, mahuhuli ka namin. Di ba?
That's right.
But dito, ang kahiya-hiya dito, ito si Trillanes, masama dito, nakaupo po sa Senado.
Exactly.
Tsaka, di ba, tinitira na ito ng libel. The Court of Appeals, tinira na siya.
Ang susunod dyan, actually, corruption.
Si Trillanes,
Corruption.
damay din.
Baka pati pamilya niya, baka madawit dito. Because actually,
Ano, all for the money.
all for the money. The Trillanes started out with, his parents doing business with the Navy, with the armed forces, selling supplies, boots, and
Nako.
all these
Supplier
supplies.
pala,
Suppliers sila. And so, talagang money motivated yung mama. Well, this is proven in the cases that So kung Digong has nothing to do with this. Huh?
No.
It's a revulsion.
Pati tinira din ni Trillanes si Digong eh. Hanggang last minute, kinaso niya pa si President Duterte. The Friday before the election, di ba tama? with dollar accounts and whatnot, which he could not prove. And Attorney Panelo pinagtatawanan lang siya. Di ba? Parang nilaro lang siya ng abogado eh.
Exactly.
But, so this guy, Trillanes, this guy is a real work of art, ha? So, hahabulin mo talaga ito.
Well, we intend to. The signatories here.
I know, nabasa ko, nabigla ako sa iyo eh.
You can perhaps cite the name.
Oo nga, sabi ko nga, ladies and gentlemen, let me announce this. The signatories right here, ito po yung last page, no? Yan. Nakakatuwa eh. Si former General Roberto Lastimoso, si Congressman Ronald Adamat. You have Dr. Enrico Sampang, who's with us here. You have Dr. Dioscoro Esteban and Macarambon, Judge Muslimin Macarambon. So, tsaka ito, narito na, napasok na sa prosecutor, this is the complaint, it's filed May 6. So, malapit na ito, ladies and gentlemen, baka makita ni Trillanes from abroad, kasi di ba, tumakbo na no? Baka hindi na bumalik, o baka bumalik, di ba? Marami pa mananakaw sa Senado, so why not come back, di ba?
Exactly.
The requirement for money, the greed, di ba, is never ending. And Trillanes will come back because there's more money to steal in the Senate, di ba? Babalik yan. Pero, bagay, kasabwat niya yung ombudsman, kaya wala mangyayari dito. Kailangan sana palitan naman ni President Duterte itong ombudsman natin, ano?
Well,
may tenure kasi yan.
May tenure yan. Tsaka, one thing you can say of our mayor-elect, or our president-elect, is he follows the law. He follows the rules.
Unlike what everyone is saying. Sinasabi nila, hindi, abogado yan, dapat alam niya.
Alam niya.
But,
alam mo, gusto niya magawa, the law would move a little faster. Ganyan ang ano niya. Tapos, you're asking the first time, would we be able to fill up, the 50,000?
Ang dami.
Marami yan. Darating tayo ron. I think we will never run out of talent. If there is something that the Filipinos have, it's the abundance of talent.
Pero marami na Eric, marami ng nag-yellow disease na eh. Parang di ba? Parang na-jaundice. Marami na na-jaundice eh. Kaya yung mga nag-yellow ribbon. Ngayon, nagtatanggalan na sa kotse yung yellow ribbon. Tinatanggal na nila eh. Di ba? Tsaka yung isa, yung chinelas, yung kay, what's her name, Vice President Robredo. Ngayon, may conspiracy pa lumalabas na pinatay daw ng Malacanang si Robredo. I don't believe this stuff. It's hard to, well, alam mo, sometimes something...
Incredulous.
Incredulous. But, so was Noynoy Aquino and its administration. It was incredulous. Diba? To keep Abaya there after mistake, after mistake, after lie, after lie. I mean, he promised. A simple promise hindi niya matupad to lay down January 1 sa harap ng tren para madaanan, sagasaan silang dalawa ni Noynoy. Hindi niya magawa. Ano ba naman? Sana lang man, di ba, with moral fiber, humiga ka, pasagasa ka, para tapos na.
Man enough.
And bakla yung dalawa eh. Hindi magsasalita, hindi naman pala tinutuloy Ako, pag nagbigay ng banta si Mayor Duterte, baka mabigla ang bayan, talagang susugurin niya Scarborough Fair Scarborough Shoal in that jet ski, di ba? Baka maski Amerikano magulat no?
One postscript is there's a latest news that I just read from the social network. That Ambassador Goldberg made a faux pas, in making some comments. Even the Ambassador of Australia. Now the Ambassador of Australia is, cleaning up.
Lumalayo. Wash his hands.
But the United States was fast enough to act. Rumors are, I haven't read it in the papers yet, but in the social network says, there's a Korean American who will take his place.
Yes, taking his place.
So,
tsaka tumawag na si Obama kay President-elect. So in other words, sinabihan na kami, okay na yan. Huwag kayong makikialam Yellow Army, ha? Yeah. Just go towards your jaundice ways, di ba? And disappear. Di ba? Parang ganun,
So, he has, Mayor Digong has the acceptance of the majority.
Right now. I just don't believe how Drilon has 18 million votes. Hindi ba parang, how did this happen? Hindi kaya nagkamali ang Smartmatic so sobra anxious nila? Sana naman ginawa mga 12 million lang, okay na yun, di ba? 14 million. Sumobra ang anxious nyo, parati kayo nagkakamali. Yung question mark tsaka enye, sumobra ang trigger. Di ba? Parang gano'n, awan ko
In the future, I hope that we will have a better hold on our election, not depend on foreign
smart.
technology.
Well, in all honesty, I'm confident, I feel and believe that the Smartmatic is gone. But what we've got to get rid of, I think, are the COMELEC commissioners and Toto. Lahat sila. Kasi, number one, damay sila na pinasok nila Smartmatic. So, gaya ng ombudsman, kailangan eradicate yung buong COMELEC, di ba?
That's right.
Kasi, misking voters list, I mean, these guys don't know what they're doing. Time motion management is non-existent. They don't understand. Puro bugado eh. Di ba? Parang, ganun ang basa ko. I mean, it's sad, but you know. Eric, we are in the last 3 minutes. What would be your message to our viewers as we close the show on behalf of the business community, whether we should be afraid or be expectant, di ba, or over-expectant? What would be your message to our viewers?
Mayor Digong, now President Duterte, can be trusted by the business community. He knows his basic economics. He knows the importance of having more investments to come to the Philippines, but it's not to sacrifice the patrimony. You know, he says that his loyalty to his friends ends where his service for the country begins. With that, I think we can be assured that he is pragmatic, that he is practical, that he will do everything that can save the country's future. The country is in good hands with President-elect Rodrigo Duterte.
Very, very well said. Alam niyo po, habang natatapos na itong jaundice natin, matutuluyan na rin naman yan, mamamatay na rin yan di ba? So, habang patapos na yan, maganda sana yung taong bayan, not naman to be over-expectant, to be on the lookout, on the watch, yes. Bantayan nyo yung mga loko sa neighborhood nyo, yung mga congressman na loko. Bantayan nyo yung gawain ng mga senador na nagsisisayahan kasi pinanalo sila na Smartmatic. Kailangan bantayan. Hindi naman kaya ng presidente gawin lahat ng kung ano man problema natin. Yung problema din natin, galing din naman sa ating gawa. Tayo rin naman po ang gumagawa ng mga problema ng bayan. Like, ika nga, change is not necessarily just the change that you request and require, but it comes from you. It has to start. The new president will need your help just as much as you need his leadership. So it's a two-way street. Don't think like a baya wherein, like his president, kung ano sinabi niya, dictatorial in nature, but he's asking you to drive through a wall. Ladies and gentlemen, have directions. Have the sympathy, have the sentiment, but most of all, trust, as Eric Sampang here is saying. We can expect a proper leader. Thank God. Hallelujah. Na iba na presidente natin. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you very much.
You are what you watch.